My name is Mike Cubbard. I'm an independent candidate on Friday standing before you. First off, I'm one of you. I'm 30 years of age, I've got 3 young kids, I work a 9-to-5 job, I'm from the west side of the Galway city. I'm Joe Soap. I'm common. I have no problem saying that. Why do I stand before you in an election for Cllr? I firmly believe there are core issues which are being forgotten on the West Coast. My biggest passion is to deliver proper services for those suffering with mental health issues. I believe you must now set up an agency to tackle mental health in schools and in community groups, similar to the Road Safety Authority, separate from the HSE. It would cost about €30 million for every single child in this country, before they lift a pen in first year, to do a course on how to deal with stress, panic attacks, depression. What supports are there for them? Where can they go for help? And more importantly then, how to spot that in their friends. Young kids today ask me, should I have seen something in my friend? Mental health issue. We don't know that. Let's put them on this course before they lift a pen in the schools. Again, go into the community groups, the sports clubs, the drama groups. Let's educate this country on mental health issues and take away the stigma once and for all. We face one of the biggest housing crises the country has ever seen. Tonight we've got 86 kids sleeping in Galway hotels, B&Bs and hostels. Kids who will go to school tomorrow morning from a hotel or a B&B or a hostel. That's not good enough. There's 3 things we must do. We have not built a house in Galway for social or affordable housing in almost 9 years. That is a scandal. We must get back building to provide houses for the 5,000 plus families on our waiting list. We must make sure kids are not going to school from B&Bs and hostels and hotels. We must also look after those who are in private rental accommodation with rent certainty. We cannot have landlords increasing prices every 2 years. We must have some sort of certainty going forward. There are people in mortgage arrears. It serves no purpose to evict a family from a home. And that's what it is. It's a home, not a house. Putting a family into the homeless services to keep a bank happy does not sit well with me. We must sit down with these people in mortgage arrears. What can they pay? Sit down and draw up a proper plan. The bank's had enough. Let's now look after families. I oppose Irish Water for 2 reasons. 1, we have put €850 million on the last count into Irish Water. What have we got? Not a pipe fixed, the jobs taken from all the local authorities and put into one centre, jobs for the boys at the top, who are all ex-county managers. We've created a quango that has gone out of control. Let's scrap Irish Water, scrap water charges we pay already to our general tax, and return the jobs to local authorities, such as the Galway City Council, the Galway County Council, Mayo County Council. Put the jobs back to the local areas, and the Irish Water gone, and water services back to the local authorities. We have huge issues with crime. I am very, very passionate to deliver more Gardaí to the streets of Galway. We are lacking in community Gardaí, we are lacking Garda resources. That must be addressed. We've got a huge problem with heroin in the city. Let's not beat around the bush. There are people around the city making money off people less vulnerable. We must now go after the guys making the money and create longer sentences in jail. So I'm saying mandatory sentences. I don't care who you are or where you're from. If you're dealing heroin in my city or my county, you get at least 5 years behind bars. Let's put a stop to this nonsense of 3 and 4 and 5 months, which you get the same time for having no TV licence. That is just ridiculous. And if you're a repeat offender for the same crime, such as a burglary, you get a longer sentence and you get no free legal aid. We are paying €52 million per year on free legal aid for repeat offenders across this country. The same crimes over and over, and here we are as taxpayers and Irish people funding their defence. That must stop. We have a complete chaos in the health service. I feel sorry for the staff in the hospital because they are being so much ignored by government. What we must do, and for example in Galway City, 12 years ago I think the first time, we were promised a primary care centre for the Cllr side of the city, which is now 20,000+ people. If you put a proper primary care centre in Cllr, you redevelop the one in Merview, you've got one good one in Duishka, you will take a huge amount of people away from the central hospital. You will provide services locally where people can go, but there must be proper services that do not close at 5 o'clock. Whoever designed these services at the moment that close down at 5 o'clock and assume no one gets sick after 5 o'clock, it's just ridiculous. So proper services in Cllr once and for all, upgrade Merview and Duishka again, and support the staff in the hospital in Galway. Let's open the beds. We need jobs. As I said, I'm 30 years of age. I believe I represent the forgotten generation. I've got friends and family in Dubai, in America, in Canada. Why are they there? Because they were offered job bridge, 20 euros a week, which is slave labour in my opinion. That's just nonsense. What we should do is provide proper tax incentives to employers to give a full-time job to people in Canada, people in America, people in Dubai, to come home. To the people finishing school now, proper incentives to a tax-paying employer to give a proper job. So maybe in 6 months' time he might get money back or a tax break off the taxman. In 12 months' time, if that person is still in a job, he gets more money back. Incentivise jobs, proper jobs, not slave labour. We need to find traffic solutions for our city. We are gridlocked from morning to night, constant. We need proper immediate measures in place, such as carpooling on the main roads where we have bus lanes not being used. We need a proper bus service. We have no bus going across the bridge. We've had bus airmen who, the last time they carried out a school transport review was 7 years ago. We need buses going from the east of the city to the west and west to east on a regular occasion. And from the west of the city, from Knocknacarra, Salthill, the west side, to go to the Parkmoors, to go to Merview, direct. Every single bus does not need to go into their square before it goes onto its journey, destination. Yes, we need a bypass for our city, but not a bypass that ploughs through the Menlows, the Castlegars, the Bushy Parks, the Dangans. We cannot take out near 200 people's homes to put in a road. Where are they going to live? There's no land, they won't get planning. Where are they going to go? These are things we must look at. The original bypass was outside the city to an outer bypass. Now we've got a proposal for an inner city road which is going to butcher these communities. And that can't happen. But we need proper solutions now. I offer support for those and a voice for those who've been forgotten about. This government have attacked, and that's the word to use, attacked the most vulnerable, who are the elderly, lone parents, the disabled, cut after cut after cut, to save a small few euros. What we must do is give those people a voice. What I will do is bring my passion to fight the cause for those people to Dáil Éireann. The biggest insult I have ever seen in politics is to give back 3 euros to the pensioners who built this country. The worst cut I've ever seen is to take away the telephone allowance from the elderly and disabled. What that has done, that's created 1, isolation, 2, fear, and 3, mental issues with people. Because it's put people into a place they've never been before, which is alone. What we must do is restore that allowance straight away. We must support those people. I support those people. What I am very, very passionate. I believe in my city. I believe in my county. And I believe we've been neglected. We've been left behind because we're the wrong side and the far side of the M50. I firmly believe we need a strong, independent voice in the next Dáil. The next government will need independence to form a government. I am very, very positive in looking for solutions. You can send independents up there who will shout against everything. That's not me. I deal in solutions only. I'm positive. What I have in abundance is a passion for my city, a passion for my county, and a passion for fairness and equality. And if given the chance on Friday, with your #1 vote, I will not let you down. Thanks for watching. Please support me, my Cubbard, with your #1 vote. Thank you.